Very competitive matchup. Obviously, both of these teams are coming off day one losses. And to be quite frankly honest, Lake Forest and Walter Payton both ran into some tough opponents, and that's obviously not the way you want to start your Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, but today is a good day to go bounce back and get a dub here right now.
Yeah, as well said. It looks like both teams finished going through their starting lineup, so tip-off will be in just a few moments now.
Yeah, obviously for both of these teams, obviously the day one loss is going to hurt, but you can still go through this consolation bracket and try to come out on top of this one, which is obviously something to take pride in at this point in the tournament. And just to build momentum on your season. Obviously it's not all about the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. It's about stacking up wins and getting to where you want to get at the end of the season.
Yeah, having like a bunch of games here gives you good looks for like other playstyles other teams might do. So being able to get well adapted to these teams here could set you up for a good playoff run. And tip-off is about to start. Lake Forest gets a tip-off here as number 4, Moriani, passes it to number 3, and Moriani gets the ball back. He's trying to go to the basket. He goes for a layup, bounces off the rim, but a foul is called during the shot. He is getting 2 there.
Yeah, good take by Lake Forest. Obviously, they had a lot of trouble scoring the basketball yesterday, and that's a good start, being able to get to the free throw line on the first possession.
Yeah. Mari first shot is good, giving them a 1-0 lead. Gets ready for his second shot now. It is up and bounces off the rim, rebounded by Irvin Jr. Gursry has the ball now, looking around. Passes it to Rubb. Rubb passes to Gurchi. Passes it to Pittman. Pittman to move the ball around. Corner 3 made by number 2, Gursry.
Yeah, good ball movement there as the scouts were looking to push it, but found the wide open 3, got the scouts a little bit just scrambled on defense there.
And Mordini passes to 24, and 3 rolls off the rim. Shot done by Darvin Hu.
Yeah, I'll stay with the scouts. Good job able to just get a hand in there and cause some ruckus to able to get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, as long as they have opportunities, they're still in the game. Moore passes it to 21. White, they pass the ball around. Mordini has it now. O'Neal tries shooting it up, but gets fouled on the shot. He will get 2 shots there.
Yeah, that was a tough foul by the Grizzlies there. Able to play some good defense and was basically double teaming him on that jump shot, but just got a little bit too much of the hand. And second time today, the scouts are going to the free throw line.
The first shot is up. Bounces off the rim.
Yeah, we've seen that in a lot of these games, Peter, is the free throw shooting. Obviously, it's a key part of these games, and they'll come back to bite you.
Yeah, I've seen like a lot of these games, the free throw's been like iffy. Second shot is up. Makes it in this time. Guthrie takes it past half court. There's a screen for him, but he doesn't take it. Passes it to Bolin. Bolin shoots a 3 and makes it.
Back-to-back 3 for the Grizzlies here, off to a good shooting start.
This is the kind of start you'll want as Lake Forest. Number 30 has it. Now number 24, who has it? Back to 21, White. Back to O'Neal, back to Ordini. Ordini looking around. Tries passing it to Hayes, but it gets stolen. Now Gursny has the ball. He drives to the basket, stops, passes up top. Top of the 3, shot made by number 11, Patrick Irvin Jr.
Yeah, and if you're the scouts there, you can't give up the open 3. They put too many guys in the lane there trying to close it up and left the guy at the top of the key. Got to be careful there. That's their 3rd 3 of the game for the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Lauren shoots a corner 3 and bounces off. A foul is called during the rebounding. It will be Payton's ball.
Yeah, good box out by the Grizzlies. They were able to get that. Looking to extend this early lead. Offense is clicking early, looking just to add on that. And we kind of saw that last game in the Naz Yorkville game. Yorkville got off to a hot start, but kind of faded off as the game went on, and Naz was able to pull that one out.
Yeah. Rosrini takes it down. He passes it out to the corner. Corner street shot missed by number 5, Bolin.
Another good look for the Grizzlies there.
24, who has it, looking around, passes it to 21, White. White trying to get something going on here. Dribbles around. Passes it to Mordini, who passes it back to White. White trying to get a layup. A foul is called, a court foul is called, so they will inbound the ball instead of getting 2 free throws.
Yeah, Coach Bates is, Walter Payton's a little confused there. He thought he was going to call for the travel as he, I believe, moved his pivot foot, but they called the foul beforehand.
Lucky break for Lake Forest then there, being able to keep the ball and get something out of this. Morden's inbounding it. Probably going to have to pass it to O'Neal in the back. Passes it to Hayes. Morden tries dribbling down. Ball gets knocked out of hands, but his last touch Payton, so it still stays as Lake Forest.
Yeah, Grizzlies playing a lot of pressure on defense, not giving the Scouts much room to breathe. See how the Scouts can attack that.
Morin shoots a 3. Rolls off the rim. Rebounded. Now, number 14, Scroggins makes a 3 there for the Scouts.
Yeah, Scroggins is another returner for this Lake Forest team. He was very efficient in last year's Jack Tosh, and he is right now. First field goal make for the Scouts today.
Irvin Jr. passes the ball to Gursrini. Gursrini looking around. Passes it to Rab. Rab passes it to Pittman. Pittman back to Irving. Irving to Bolin. We've moved the ball around a lot. Corner three attempted by Guthrie, but bounces off the rim just short.
Yeah, that was the first Grizzlies contested shot. Scouts look moving here fast.
Yeah. Fakes a 3, passes it to Scroggins, who passes it back to Has, gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal going down for a layup, gets it up just short. Griffin going down, passes it to number 10, who goes in for a layup, bounces off. That attempt was made by Pittman. Scouts lose the ball, and Gursky has a wide open lay-in. Easy 2 points for him.
Yeah, really aggressiveness from the Grizzlies, just got right in there and not afraid to play physical in this game.
Yeah. O'Neal's dribbling. He passes it to number 23, Elliott. Back to O'Neal. Gives it to Scroggins. Gives it to Has. The attempt to pass it is Grizzlies' ball. The attempt to pass it to number 30 Has, but it got broken up and milled away. And
yeah, and Peter, for this Lake Forest team, obviously this is a really down year. Last year was a really great year, and now they just have to figure it out a little bit more here as they have a new head coach here for the Scouts. And I mean, it's just about getting adjusted. Obviously, it's still early in the season, but things take some time.
I agree. You need to have the ball back. He tries going down, couldn't able to. Pittman has it. Now it's back to Bolin. Bolin back to Gursky. Gursky gives it to Pittman, shoots the corner 3, rolls off. And Morin gives it to number 20. Who's looking around. Gives it to number 14, gives it to 24. Passes it back to who? The layup is good.
Yeah, nice little cut there to find him. Driving in and gets the easy lay to go. Much needed basket there for the Scouts.
The Grizzlies just looking around trying to find open man. Gives it to number 11, Irvin. Irvin passes it to Pittman. Pittman shoots another corner 3. Bounces off. The Grizzlies attempt to rebound, but it goes out of bounds, giving it to the Scouts.
Yeah, good rebound there, but just good job to box out and able to win the ball back as they've slowed down this Walter Payton Grizzlies team down a little bit here.
Ordini's bringing the ball down court. Passes it to who? Who passes down to who again? Mordini looking to go to the basket. Has to pass it out. A foul is called, and they will get a chance to inbound under the basket.
Yeah, a little bit of a break there for the Scouts as he was kind of out of control there, falling backwards, but gets a little too physical down there and able to draw the foul.
Yeah. Mordini looking around. Passes it to White. White goes down layup. Gets stolen by Gerthini. Gerthini going down. He loses the ball and it's taken by who? Passes it to his brother. Looking at a screen setup. Who goes around the other side of the screen. Goes for a layup. Too high. Rebounded by Irvin Jr. Passes it to Bull. Bull tries going down. Loses control of the ball and rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are just playing at a really high pace right now. It was working earlier, but right now they've kind of lost it a little bit. Think about maybe trying to slow it down and just run a possession.
I agree. They seem to try to be getting those aggressive baskets, and they're just not able to hold on to it. That said, Mordini's now going down court. Passes it to who? Passes it to his brother. He passes Mordini down to the basket. He passes it out wide to number 30. He makes the three. The shot was made by Haas.
Yeah, good find the Haas in the left wing there. Recognized him all the way out there and was just able to swing it for the wide open three. And Scouts got to a 1-point deficit here.
But the Grizzlies lose the ball there. Who's going down? They pass it to White. White loses the ball and isn't able to get the layup, but he does recover it, keeping it Scouts' ball. Who's looking around? Passes it to his brother. Passes it to Mordini. Passes it back to who? Mordini goes under basket. Passes it to White up top. Passes it to who? Who drives to the basket? He goes for a layup, misses it. And ball, a huge fight for a ball. Mordini gets a rebound at the end. He goes for two and he makes a shot.
Good aggressive play from the Scouts, able to win that one back. And just using his physicality, just to body his way up to the rim.
The Grizzlies now down by one. They were up 6 earlier in the quarter.
For the Scouts here, shot clock is off.
They seem to just be taking it to a quarter here. But they're making a move now. 2 seconds left. 1 second. Loses the ball. Scouts couldn't get the ball off in time. Before we go on break to the next quarter, we'd like to thank a few of our sponsors for Jack Tosh Classic. Special thanks to 3-Level Basketball Training, State Farm Insurance, and Rosales Pizza. With that, we'll take a short break going to the next quarter. You're watching on Your Sports Network.
Is that camera being used?
Welcome back to the second quarter. The Scouts lead the Grizzlies 12-11.
Yeah, really high-paced first quarter there. The Scouts were struggling on the offensive end for a little bit there as the Grizzlies were taking advantage, but the Scouts were able to crawl their way back. Got a 1-point lead going into the second quarter. See how the Grizzlies during that break have switched it up.
Yeah, we'll see. Bolin has the ball. Passes it to Irvin Jr. Irvin Jr. trying to get to the basket. Goes for a layup. Easy basket for him.
Yeah, big man move right there. Just uses his physicality. Yeah, Irvin he knew what he was doing right when he got that basketball in his hands.
He had the ball. Morden makes this layup there, responding to the Grizzlies layup.
Nice back cut there. Just slipped the screen and was able to get wide open for the easy lay.
Tries to use the screen, but it's walled off. Trying to move around again. Nowhere to go for him. Passes it to Irving Jr. Irving back to Griffin. He shoots a three. Is good.
Deep three there, able just to can it.
Mordini passes it to number 4, back to him. He has to Pinnock. He gives it back. They're moving the ball on a lot here. Is out of bounds on the Grizzlies. Scouts will keep the ball.
Yeah, almost able to save that. Just couldn't do enough though. But a lot better look from the Grizzlies so far here.
Yeah. Mordini inbounded to has back to Mordini. Mordini looking for somewhere to go. Elliott tries setting up screen. Mordini loses the ball to McGovern. Corner three rolls off the rim by Cole Rabb on the Grizzlies. Now, number 14, Williams tries going the ball, passes out to Has picks up dribble, gives it back to Scrollin. Scrollin gives it to Pinnock. Passes to Morden. Morden shoots a corner three, bounces off. Has tries going in for his under a layup, rolls off. Racine now trying to respond. Nowhere to go. Passes up top to Racine. Excuse me, I've been getting number 2's name wrong. He apparently isn't on our player list name.
Yeah, I realized that too, Peter. That's something. I was just a little bit quiet about that, but good take on the charge by the Scouts as Boland just trying to body his way in there, uses physicality, but just a little bit too much there.
Number 3, Pinnock has the ball, brings it down, passes it to Has. Has tries passing it to Mordini, but Mordini seems to have miscommunication, giving it straight to McGovern. McGovern goes in for a layup, bounces out.
Yeah, in that last possession for the Scouts, they thought Mordini was going to cut, but he did not. He just stayed exactly where he was. He wants to get turned over here.
McGovern gets the turnover again, passes it to number 2. Number 2 lays it in.
Good lay there by number 2. That's how you run a 2-1 break right there, Peter.
Couldn't agree more. Mordini getting heavy pressure from McGovern. Passes it to Pinnock. Pinnock moving around, trying to find someone open, trying to make space. Elliott has it, back to Pinnock. And a timeout is called on the court. We'll step aside for this quick timeout. You're watching on York Sports Network. Welcome back. Currently in the second quarter, there's 4:54 left to play. The Grizzlies lead Scouts 18-14.
Yeah, the timeout here. We'll see how the Scouts approach this. The Grizzlies have started to find their offensive gel a little bit here. Looking to build on that right now.
Yeah, Mordini has the ball right now. Dribbles around McGovern. Irvin Jr. picks up Mordini. Mordini passes it to White. White going down. Get to who? Gets a shot off before shot clock. Too high on the backboard. And No, I think another. No, they call it out of bounds from the height of the shot.
They're going to call a shot clock violation there. The Scouts on the timeout, it's just not what you wanted to have there, as it's a very tough break there.
Yeah. Number 2 dribbling up top. Passes it around. Has it back. Word up has it. McGovern has it. Gives it to Irving Jr. Irving Jr. goes in for a 2 and makes it.
Nice little hook shot there is making Jordan Emner. We finally got number 2's name on Walter Payton and C.J. Pittman have that for the rest of the game.
Losing the ball. Passes it to Mordini. Mordini shoots a corner 3. Too far. White gets a rebound. White passes it back to Mordini. Mordini looking. Passes it to Pickman. Pickman to who? Who dribbles down to the basket. Goes for the under basket layup. Misses it. Rebounded by Pittman. Pittman goes up. And basket is made. What's a foul? I believe they'll give him +1.
Yeah, C.J. Pittman with the and one. Walter Payton just really fast on the break after that Scouts miss, and Pittman just takes advantage of it, and he's going to get to the free throw line. He's up to 12 points in this one.
Getting ready for the shot now. It is up and good. Giving 3 points for that Grizzlies possession there.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the Grizzlies are back up 9.
Yeah. McGovern playing heavy press on who, but who gets around him? Picks up his dribble, passes it to White. White to who? Back to his brother. To Pinnick. Back to who? Who tries going down a layup, but he gets shoved. That is a foul on Grizzlies, and they will inbound it.
The Scouts right now are just trying to find anything they can find on offense. Currently a little stagnant, but they're able to they're trying to drive in and draw some fouls here by the Grizzlies, which they are getting to happen.
Yeah, Has passes it into who? Goes to Pinnick. Get back to Has. Ball is slapped in the air, going out of bounds by Rab. Still Scouts ball, but man, that is a huge play to watch.
Yeah, that is a huge play on defense because they had the double team in the corner, and that pass was completed. They would have had 2 options wide open on the perimeter, giving the Scouts a good look.
Who tries inbound? Gives it to Has. Hayes goes up for a floater and makes it in, giving them 2 points.
Yeah, Haas with a nice mid-range there. And it looks easy.
Yeah. Gershi gives the ball to Irving Jr. Irving Jr. looking around. Looking, trapped. Gives back to Gershi at top. Gives it to number 4, or number 10, which on paper has game contradiction. Irving Jr. shoots it up and makes it layup.
Yeah, the Scouts gotta be a little bit more physical on defense. We're gonna push this one.
Yeah. Who shoots a 3? It sinks in.
Yeah, Scouts respond real quickly, but back to my point, the Grizzlies are just getting downhill, way too many easy looks. The Scouts, you gotta be a little more physical here on defense.
Yeah, Grassini has the ball now. Got from number 10. He dribbles around, looking. Gives it to McGovern. McGovern gives it to Irving, almost stolen there, but Irving Jr. gets it. He goes in for another layup, just off. There is a foul bound, and it stays as Grizzlies' ball.
Yeah, Guthrie with the aggressive play, got his hands in there, able to force it out of bounds to retain possession.
Yeah, Irving Jr. will be inbounding it, gives it to Grassini. Gracie gives it back to McGovern. McGovern dribbling, looking. Drives down, he gives it to number 10. Gives it back to Gracie, who dribbles down, goes up for a layup, rolls off there, and Irving gets it and he tries shooting up. It is fouled on his way up. He will get 2 shots there.
Grizzlies are just crashing the boards right now, able to get second chance after second chance after second chance here, Peter.
Yeah, the Scouts are unable to match your physicality. Irving shot is up, goes in the basket.
Pittman's going to check back in here for Guthrie.
Irvin lining up the second shot. It's up and bounces. However,
hit the little rope above the basket. They're going to call a lane violation, I think, there, Peter.
Yeah,
the second shot at it.
Because if you see Mordini, he extended his arm out before the shot was up to block in number 10. Shot is up. Short again. Has the ball. Gives it to who? Who? Gives it back to Has. He's looking. Passes it to Elliott. No, Scroggins. Excuse me. Ball is stolen by Pittman. Pittman going down for a layup. He goes up and in.
Pittman has just been all over the Scouts' defense. Turnovers. He's forcing turnovers, going to the hoop, and just putting them in. He's got 15 now.
The Scouts are unable to stop Pittman. As who trying to get their own response. Give it to Mordini. Mordini back to White. White has Mordini trying to get down, open the bottom. We've seen some physicality down there, but no call is made. Has passes it back to White. Moves downfield. Gives it to Elliott. Elliott to who? Who to Has? He's got a three. He's driving to the basket. Passes it up top to Scroggins. Scroggins goes for a layup. Misses it. Irving Jr. has the ball. 40 seconds remain. McGovern. Pittman. Pittman dribble up. Gives it to number 10. Passes it to Rob. Back to Pittman. Pittman. Content letting the clock run down a little bit.
Yeah, 8 seconds between game clock and shot clock right now.
Irving sets the screen. Passes it to Rab. Rab shoots a three. It rolls off, but foul is called. He will get 3 shots there as he was shooting a three.
That's a costly foul on the Scouts there. Shot clock's coming down. You got the big man taking the three and you foul. That's just something you cannot do for the Scouts team at this moment in time.
Yeah, 100%. First shot is up. Bounces off the back of the rim.
And now it's kind of what I was talking about earlier. See how the free throw shooting could be down the stretch, because obviously those points will come back to bite you later in this game.
Oh, yeah. Second shot is up and short. There's so many free points. Grizzlies are just giving up on missing these shots here.
Yeah, they've missed quite too many free throws. Probably be an emphasis at halftime, but can't really fix that too much.
Yeah, that's something you just got to adapt around. The third shot is up and good this time, giving the Grizzlies a 10-point lead.
See what the Scouts have drawn up here. Got 1 possession, got plenty of time.
15 seconds left.
Grizzlies are going to play laid back a little bit, trying to not give up a good shot for these Scouts.
Who has it? 10 seconds, less 5 seconds remaining. Mordini driving down. It is and a charge is called for the Grizzlies, giving them the ball with 3 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, he just drove his shoulder into his chest a little bit too much with the push-off, and Grizzlies will have 3 seconds to make something happen. They have some really good shooters in this team, so don't be surprised if they're able to get a good look here.
Yeah. It looks like the plan is to pass it to Pittman, maybe have him get like a 3 in. 1 second, she gets off in time. Just short, bouncing off the rim.
Pittman had the look he wanted there. He's a great shooter and just couldn't get it to go, but the Grizzlies went through a little bit of adversity there at the end of that first quarter, but respond nicely in the second quarter here, Peter.
Yeah, as a well-fought quarter, the Grizzlies were able to pull away during the second quarter, but we'll see how Scouts respond. Before we go to a halftime break, I'd like to give a special thanks to some of our sponsors here for sponsoring the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Special thanks to Orange Theory Fitness, the Mercury family, and Roberto's Restaurante. With that, we'll take a short break for halftime. You're watching on York Sports Network. Welcome back. We got second half about to go underway. The Grizzlies currently lead 29-19. The Scouts will start with the ball.
Yeah, Scouts looking to get their offense going a little bit. In that second quarter, they got outscored 18-7. After going a little bit of a run in the end of the first half, actually leading going into the second quarter, but still a little bit stagnant there as Walter Payton really picked it up.
That's it. Has tried making a shot there, but bounces off the rim. A little off the mark as well. Number 10, Souter, passes it to Pittman. Pittman passes it to Irving Jr. Irving Jr. trying to go down to the basket, go layup. Gets a shot, but a foul is called on him, I believe. Or maybe it's the Scouts. There seems to be a lot of argument from the coach there.
Looks like they called an and one there, Peter.
Seems they did call and one, I think. The refs are currently discussing about their call there.
I control about this one. I thought he pointed the other way as a charge, but
that's what I saw because it looks like it'd be a charge.
And it looks like they are going to call it a charge here as the Scouts will get this one back. What I thought the original call was, but then they sent them to the free throw line.
But it looks like they counted it because it's now 31. I believe it was 29.
Did. I think they reversed the foul there, Peter.
I guess they did, yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but
I mean, they just did, so they're allowed to. Mordini shoots a three and rolls off. A foul is called, giving it to the Grizzlies. No change there.
On the box out there, just got a little too physical, and that will count for another foul for Lake Forest.
Yeah.
Really a weird way to open up the half, I'm gonna be honest with you,
I feel like they think they're in a desperate situation when they still have a good chance to come back, so they're just going all out. Irving has the ball. Drives to the basket. It is walled off. Passes it to Scott. Scott passes it to Rob. Back to Pittman. Brings it out, resetting the team. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Brings it down. Fadeaway shot. Almost went in, but just didn't find the mark. Ordini now has the ball. Gives it to who? Who running up top. Gives it to Has. Has passes it back to Mordini. Mordini back to Has. Has shoots the three. Goes in.
Much needed three for the Scouts there. You got to step up. House. It's also another name in this tournament last year.
Pittman passes it to Souter. Souter back to Pittman. Gives it to Irving Jr. Back to Souter. Souter shoots it up. Goes in. Now,
tough shot there. Just got to go.
Pinnock has it. Gives it to Haas. No, excuse me, to Elliott, who gives it to Haas. Who gets it up and good.
Haas able to get that one to drop. He's up to 10 points. A little bit of Haas takeover here, keeping the Scouts in this game.
Yeah, Pittman bringing it down right now. A screen set up for him. Tries going around, but they adapted to it. Tries passing it, but Mordini blocks it, gives it to Elliott. Elliott goes in for a layup and gets it in.
Elliott just takes it all himself, and the Grizzlies are going to call a timeout if the Scouts have gotten a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, that's not how you want to start this as the Grizzlies. They lost all momentum there. Before we go on break for this time, I'd like to give thanks to a few more of our sponsors: Howard Customs, ICI Builds, and Knights Basketball. With that, we'll take a short break. We are back. 5:27 left in the third quarter. The Grizzlies currently lead 33-26.
Yeah, we'll see what the Grizzlies drew up out of the timeout there. Obviously, been a little bit of a struggle here, just looking to get a bucket, as obviously just a lot more sloppy basketball, turnovers turning into the points for the Scouts, and we'll see how they clean up here.
We'll see. Pittman bringing it up down. Give it to Irving Jr. Irving Jr. trying to find an open man. Give it to Schuyler. Schuyler back to Pittman. Pittman looking. Give it to Irving Jr. Irving Jr. goes in for a layup. Couldn't get it in there and rolls off. Now Elliott has the ball. Is in trouble. Gives it to who? Who gives it to Mordini? Mordini. He's looking to make it. Give it to who? Give it to Has. Has looking. Gives it back to who? Who shoots it up. Rolls off. There's a fight for the rebound and a jump ball. And the possession goes to the Grizzlies.
Scouts had a good look there. Try to bank the mid-ranger, which you don't really see often. A little too much power on that one, but see what the Grizzlies do on offense here.
And we'll see as Schuyler shoots and makes a 2 just inside the 3-point arc. Rough shot there, not getting 3.
Soder knocked down the mid-ranger, points his points though, and the Grizzlies definitely needed that.
Yeah, Mordini is trapped in the middle, but has a wide open man. Haas, he shoots a 3, bounces off the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch is Elliott, so Grizzlies will have possession now.
Scouts were able to draw a triple team in the paint there. They got a good shot, the good look, but just couldn't knock it down. And 4:20 to go, still down 9.
Yeah. Pittman bringing the ball up. We'll see what the Grizzlies have planned here. He gives it to Sauter. Sauter gives it to Irving Jr. Gives to Pittman. Pittman trying to want to make a basket, but they have no space to. Looking. Loses the ball. It is picked up by Irving Jr. Give it to Sauter. Sauter almost have half-court violation, and they will call the half-court violation as his foot was over the line.
Yeah, over and back there. Rapp was a little hesitant about it, but Scouts bench really pointed it out, and it was just pleading for the turnover there on the Grizzlies and end up getting the call they want.
That's a big turnover for the Grizzlies there.
Big possession here for the Scouts.
Yeah. Mordini gets a 3, bounces off, and the rebound is fought for and won by the Grizzlies. And as Pittman is going in for the layup, gets it off and makes it in. And they call a foul there.
Pittman just making it look way too easy there, Peter. I don't know how many times he's done that tonight, but it's been too many for the Scouts team for their liking.
Yeah, he'll get a +1 here.
Pittman's just taking the shots he wants, and the Scouts need to clean that up.
His shot is up and goes in. He has 16 points in this game so far.
Quick 5-0 run out of the timeout here, Peter. Up to a 12-point lead.
Yeah, Mordini passed the ball to Has, but he was not ready for it. Since the ball is tipped, it is not a forward and backwards. And there is a foul on number 12, Apaku Ware, on the Grizzlies as he pushed one of the Scouts players.
Yeah, Coach Bates is pleading for that over and back there, but it's a close call, but they said the Grizzlies tipped it over.
Yeah, Mordini passes it to Hayes. Hayes looking, gives it to who shoots the 3 corner, misses it. Rebounded by White, and he makes it in.
Much needed rebound there by White, able just to pick it up the extra scraps and get it back to a 10-point game here. Need to lock up defensively here.
Yeah, we'll see if they were able to respond as Schuyler has the ball right now. Looking to pass it. Get it back to Pittman. Pittman letting his offense resets here. Brings it down. Gives it to Irving Jr. for a 3. Makes it in like nothing.
Great butter there by Irving Jr. And he's really stepped up with this one on defense and offense, up to 15 points. And his physicality has just been a game changer for this Grizzlies team.
Scronger passes to Mordini. Mordini looking to go with the ball. Passes it out to Scronger. Scronger shoots 3. Bounces off the rim. White with the rebound. Goes up for a layup and makes it in. And timeout is called by the Scouts.
Yeah, it was back-to-back offensive rebounds by White, able to get the putback. That's something you got to contain. And for the Scouts, I mean, they've had the open looks on for 3, but they just haven't been able to knock him down. But White's able to keep him alive and keep it only an 11-point deficit within striking distance.
And maybe it was a timeout here. They're able to recuperate and able to make those shots now, cut the lead down.
Yeah, we'll stay here, Peter, since got a quick timeout. But obviously for the Scouts, I mean, You just got to go on a quick little run here, and you got to get it back within to 6 or 5, and you can be back going into that fourth quarter up. Obviously a good chance to win this game.
Yeah.
Just can't let it get out of hand, because once it gets to 15, then you're really trying to crawl your way back for the rest of this game, and that's, as we've seen this Jag Tosh very hard to do, is we haven't really seen too many comebacks so far here, Peter.
Yeah, not really. They could be the first to do it. But for Grizzlies, for them 18 lead, I think they should slow down, like kind of like gather their thoughts, like play more conservative so they can ensure no scores are made.
Hate to be the guy, Peter, but I don't think Pittman's going to be slowing down in this one. High energy kid.
Yeah, I think you're right here as Pittman's already trying to go for the layup, but it's walled off. Ball taken by White, pick off his dribble, give it to Mordini. Mordini to Scoinger. Scoinger for the layup. Just too strong going off the backboard. And McGovern has it. McGovern now trying to go for the layup. Passes it to Pittman, passes it to number 5, who shoots a 3, bounces off the rim. That shot was made by Bolin, who we haven't seen much since the first quarter.
Good box up by White there, able to draw the foul, and Pittman made the nice extra pass. Unselfish basketball, gave his teammate the extra shot, just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, you were right there. The Grizzlies do not want to slow down. They want to keep the speed going.
It's their style of game, and that's what they want to keep it. Scouts have done a pretty good job matching it, though, and able to force some turnovers, which is really uncharacteristic for this Grizzlies team in that first half.
Yeah. Has the ball now. Mordini up the corner wing. Goes down, passes up top to White. White back to Mordini. Mordini shoots it in, rolls off. Now, number 23, Elliott makes the lay-in and gets a foul there, so he will get a +1.
Elliott just a team player, man. I mean, in the last play, even on that miss for the Scouts, he set a nice low screen to give him that lane. Obviously didn't result in a bucket, but there he gets the rebound and puts it back up for the and one.
Big opportunity here for the Scouts. If they can start making these free throws, they can get back in. Elliott's shot is up. Bounces off the front of the rim. It is rebounded by Mordini, though, so they will get a chance to score. Shoots a 3, drains a deep 3 like it's nothing.
Haven't called his name in a while. Steps up with the big 3 in the Grizzlies. You gotta get these defensive rebound. The Scouts are killing them on the glass.
5 points on that possession for the Scouts, as the Grizzlies are trying to make up some of that points back. Pittman driving down to the basket, picks up his dribble, and they will call a charge, I think that is.
I think that's what they call it, either that or travel,
but I don't think they call it travel, so they have a different signaling call.
Yeah, I agree.
We're playing here. It has 3, as you can see, deep 3, wide open, uncontested there.
Yeah, it's something you don't really see in Haas's game. Obviously, a very big man, but we've seen a lot of big men in this Jag Tosh here who just stepped up and made shots.
Yeah, back here we got Pickett who passes it to Haas to White. White to Mordini. Mordini trying to get some points here. A travel is called on Haas there. I'm surprised. It didn't look like he took a step.
That's an unfortunate turnover for the Scouts right there.
Yeah.
Clock is in their favor, too.
Yeah, you can see the coach is confused about that call as well. Pittman bringing it down. Probably going to try to kill some clock here before they attempt to score.
10 seconds between game clock and shot clock.
Yeah. Pittman directing. Tries passing to McGovern, loses the ball. Is tipped on Mordini though. So it's still Grizzlies ball.
Mordini just swarming the Grizzlies defenders, and I mean, like I said, Peter, they got it to a 6-point game and where they want to kind of be.
Yeah.
In striking distance.
Let's see if they can hold them all up. A foul is called on the Grizzlies there, giving the Scouts the ball with 22 seconds left. They could get another score here going to the fourth quarter.
Pittman's not happy about that one. I called them for, I believe, the illegal screen. Now we'll be in the bonus the rest of the way here, Peter. Only 20 seconds, but maybe the Scouts get a little aggressive here.
They have to. Having a shot going down to like 4 points would be huge. And a foul is called on the Grizzlies there. They'll inbound it around the half court.
That's going to result in free throws here, Peter. Actually, they're in the bonus. I mean, it's a foul that didn't make too much sense, but
I didn't see the team fouls there. Yeah. First shot is good. That is a costly penalty. They're giving them 3 points.
And maybe they thought, get a ball back. Obviously, the scouts haven't been shooting it great tonight from the free throw line, but Mardini makes his first.
The second shot is up. Goes in as well. The scouts are only trailing 4 points here.
Big trip from Mardini there. Grizzlies have 14 seconds to make something happen.
Yeah.
It's a huge possession in this game here, Peter.
We got some subs going again for the scouts here. There's 14 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if the Grizzlies respond and get some points back. Pittman bringing it down. Irving sets the screen up. 5 seconds left. McGovern shoots a 3. Bounces off the rim. Who wanted to shoot that long court there, but didn't realize he didn't have the time for it.
Yeah. I mean, the Grizzlies started to fold a little bit there, Peter. The Scouts got back into this game. They were down 10, and now they've cut it to a 4-point deficit after the Grizzlies, mainly for most of that quarter, were comfortably in a 10-point lead, but last 3 minutes, the Scouts really made a run there.
Yeah, if the Scouts can keep this going, they could make the first comeback win in this tournament. Before we go on break going to the next quarter, we'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors for Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. A special thanks to Elmhurst Airborne Basketball, Elmhurst Baseball and Softball, and MPIST. With that, we'll take a short break going to the fourth quarter. We are back. Start of the fourth quarter here. The Grizzlies currently lead 41-37. As I believe the Scouts will have the ball starting this quarter here.
Yeah, the winner of this game will play the winner of Hinsdale South and Glenbrook South in the Consolation bracket, which both of those teams took some tough losses, especially Glenbrook South, almost pulling the upset off against Stag, but Stag will have a chance to move on against Lombard East tonight in a really good matchup.
Yeah, as Scouts are already starting fast, moving the ball quickly. Mordini gives it to Elliott. Elliott passes it to Pinnock. Pinnock to Mordini. Mordini to Has. Has back to White. White to Mordini. Back to Elliott. Elliott's going down the basket. Want to lay it in, but he walls off. Has no opportunity. Gives it back to Mordini before the violation. Mordini shoots a 3. Rolls off the inside of the rim. McGovern now is driving down fast. Slows down now, letting his teammates catch up. Gives it to Pittman. Pittman looking. Drives down to the basket. Almost had a wide open lane, but walled off by Elliott. Pittman tries again. Gets walled off again by Elliott. Irving Jr. passes it to McGovern. McGovern tries. Flips through Elliott and gets a layup.
Good take there by the Grizzlies. Get a much-needed basket, able to get it back to a 6-point lead with 7 minutes to go.
Mordini gives it to Elliott. Elliott gives it to Pinnock. Pinnock trying to go back, give it back to Elliott. Elliott goes up for the layup, just too far to the right. Now McGovern going down. McGovern picks up his dribble early. Give it to Rob. Back to McGovern, back to Rob. To Pittman. Pittman wasting some time here. Letting his offense set. He goes down to the basket. Gives it to Irving Jr. Irving Jr. to McGovern. McGovern back to Sprout to McGovern. Now Irving Jr. back to Sprout. Back to McGovern. And McGovern falls, and there's a jump ball there. Possession arrow gives it to the Grizzlies still.
Grizzlies are fortunate.
There they are. They'll have Pittman inbounded.
Only 3 seconds on the shot clock here. Got to make a play fast.
Yeah, just got to get the ball and shoot it up.
Got to get it in.
They give it to Dobb. Dobb gives it to McGovern. McGovern has no time to shoot. Misses a basket. But they do get the rebound, so it's still their ball with 20 more seconds. Pittman telling McGovern to widen out. Dobbs running the baseline. Rob, excuse me. Pittman going to his basket, gives it to McGovern. McGovern shoots another three. Bounces off. Now, Mordini passes it to Pickett. Pickett go for a layup, and he makes it.
Great take there, just Slavy with it. Able to cut his way inside. Get it back to a 4-point game, Peter.
Yeah, he was very elusive there. It seals a pass, but it's still recovered by Grizzlies. And a wild pass up gets there. Pittman is trying to pick it up, but good defense by Mordini makes it continue rolling. And the ball, they call it out of bounds on the Grizzlies, giving it back to the Scouts here.
Really physical play there. Everybody getting on the floor for that one. And
gotta give credit to the Scouts there, keeping the ball away from Pittman.
Yeah, it looked like Pittman was gonna have an open lay, but the ball just trickled away from him.
Yeah.
Now the Scouts can cut it to a one-possession game for the first time, basically since the start.
Yeah. Pinnock goes to the basket, gives it to Elliott. Elliott passes it back up to Hayes. Hayes shoots another three. Bounces off the back of the rim. A little too much power there. And Pittman now brings it back, trying to recover from the earlier possession. He's like letting his offense take a breather here. And he wastes the shot clock a little bit. Shoots a wide open three. Too far. Hayes rebounds it, now gives it to Mordini. Mordini bringing it down. Mordini looking, gives it to Pinnock. Pinnock looking for an open man, letting the team move around. Light moves across, gives it back to Mordini. Mordini back to Pinnock. Gives it to Hayes. Pass. Pass, takes it back, gives it to Mordini. 15 seconds in the shot clock now. Mordini tries to give it around. There's no open man for Scouts. Pinnock finds availability, and the defender goes around him and gets a layup in there.
Really patient basketball by the Scouts there. Let the shot clock go down a little bit. And nice passing, which we've kind of seen that all night from the Scouts. High IQ passing and haven't really been forcing too many bad turnovers in. That's been a key for their comeback, is limiting the turnovers here.
Yeah, and the timeout was called on the court here, I think, by the Grizzlies, as they lost all momentum here. We'll be taking a short break here. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back. 4:04 left in the fourth quarter, with the Grizzlies leading 43-41 here. It is Grizzlies' ball, as they will have an opportunity to respond now.
Grizzlies really need a bucket here. Only up to 4 minutes to go, and I mean, it's crunch time now. It's a clutch game.
Yeah, they lost all the momentum here in the court in this half. Up 10 start the half, now only up by 2. Pittman now met by Mordini already. Passes to McGovern. McGovern passes it to number 12, Opoku Wave. And Pittman has it. Looking around. McGovern has it. Gives it to Crowder. Crowder back to Irving Jr. Back to McGovern. Back to Pittman. They're trying to drive down the basket, but the Scout Pittman shoots a shot, airballed it, and shot clock violation goes off. Man, the Scouts the Grizzlies want to get to the lay-in there, but the Scouts walled them off every attempt they had.
That's been a big part of Pittman's game today, is getting to the hoop, drawing the fouls, getting the buckets, but the Scouts realized that out of the timeouts and have fixed it up really well, and the Grizzlies have gone a little bit stagnant here.
Yeah. And now the Scouts are trying to make another response here, with Mordini shooting a three short, hitting the front of the rim. It's rebounded by who gets it to Mordini. Mordini back to who? Gives it to White. White passes it to Mordini at the bottom. Mordini looking. Elliott goes in front of him, doesn't give to him. Gives back to who? Sets a fake screen. 3 seconds. Shoots a 3. Air balls, but if travel is called, shot doesn't count. As subs going in, number 3, Pickett goes subs out number 24. Who?
Haas kind of just had to chuck that one up as the shot clock was running down, and Grizzlies get a much needed stop here. Only 2:50 to go. Getting a basket here would just be monumental for this Grizzlies side.
But we'll see if they're able to. The scout's been good at locking them down. They give the ball to Irving Jr. Irving Jr. has an open lane. Mordini knocks the ball out of his hands. He is trapped. He still finds the open lane, goes for a layup, and gets fouled there, so he gets +2 shots.
Irvin Jr., we haven't really seen him too much of lately because he's been in foul trouble, and that's been a big loss of presence for this Grizzlies team as he's got 4 fouls. Don't want him to foul out and save him late in this game, and here he is.
Yeah, first shot goes up. It is good.
Grizzlies are trying to, with him back in the game, try to get that inside, that paint presence back. Maybe open up some lanes for Pittman down the stretch here.
Yeah, they're going to need all the points they can get if they want to ensure their win here. Second shot is good there. They're now up by 4 here. And it's 2:30 left in the clock. As White is trapped here, picks up the dribble, but hands it off to Pinnock. Pinnock gives it to Mordini. Mordini looking. Goes around, tries to go around McGovern. McGovern holds him back. And there's a foul called here on the Grizzlies, I believe. It is on the Grizzlies, and Mordini will be inbounding the ball here.
That will be McGovern's 3rd.
He passes it to White up top. White passes Mordini. Mordini trying to get something going. Goes in for a layup. Takes the defender, gets a shot. Does not make the basket, but a foul is called. So
almost got it to drop there, Peter. So close from Mordini. That bench was ready to explode.
Yeah, but he still gets 2 free throws here, so he could get the points still. First one is good. One more, then it's back to a 2-point game.
Free throws down the stretch are going to be critical. Got back to a 1-possession game.
But both teams been good at free throws in the second half. As Mordini makes a 2nd free throw here.
See how the Grizzlies attack with Irvin back in the game here.
Yeah. Irving screens off Mordini, giving Pittman a lane, but he's picked up by his team. McGovern tries to get a layup, is walled off by Pinnock. A timeout is called by the Grizzlies here. This would be a crucial timeout for them.
Coach Bates did not like what he was seeing there. Grizzlies were they tried to go something up the court in transition, but that kind of that completely got shut down by the Scouts team, and Grizzlies looked kind of lost there on offense, and it's a good timeout by Coach Bates.
Yeah, we'll see what play they'll draw up at the end of timeout. Until then, we'll take a short break here. You're watching on your Sports Network. Excuse me, never mind, it was a short timeout as there's only 5 seconds, so we'll stay on air here.
Yeah, this is a monumental play for the Grizzlies here. Obviously, out of the timeout, they're going to drop something good, and only 1:49 to go in this game.
Every basket matters for both teams here. If Grizzlies don't get a basket here, they could see their lead slip away and give it to the Scouts instead.
They got to be real careful here. We'll see how this one finishes out, but it's been a great game for 2 teams that had a tough loss on day 1. Both just coming out here and fighting, especially for the Scouts team who got pretty much blown out on that first one, but comes back here, put up a good game, and that one's going to be turned over here.
Mordini with a good block, tries to give it to Hayes, leads him up a little bit so he isn't able to do much. But now the ball is on their side, and Elliott tries to get the ball, loses it, gives it to Pittman. Pittman with a wide open lane, he goes out for a layup, and he makes the basket. Wow, that is a crazy turn of events there for Grizzlies in their favor. As Mordini tries to respond with his own layup and gets fouled on the way up, he will get 2 shots there.
Yeah, he was lucky he was able to keep that one and got fouled because he was way out of control there. And for Haas, just forced the pass The transition bucket was kind of dead there. He just had to slow it down, and he ended up turning it over, and Pittman does what he does best. He gets in transition.
Yeah. Mordini first shot is in. They gave Pittman an easy layup. They're wide open. His specialty is driving it down the basket. And a timeout is called by Lake Forest here. They probably want to try to draw a play where they miss the free throw and get a rebound there or something.
Yeah, that was just a crazy sequence of events. And, I mean, for the Scouts, I mean, for Pittman, we saw that a lot earlier in the game, his transition, getting down the lane and just laying it up. I mean, that's what he's been doing best, and he was able to do it again there. And for the Scouts, you just got to take your time on these possessions. You got to take it one possession at a time because it still is a one-possession game, and there's still plenty of time on the clock.
Yeah, so the Scouts, they have to be smart here. The timeout is almost over, so whatever they draw up or like plan to do, they have to execute perfectly if they want to get the win here. Excuse me.
Going to address this now for Walter Payton. You got to make sure you get the defensive rebound. We saw it earlier; they fixed it up, but you don't want to get lazy on your box out and give the Scouts second opportunities because that could be big down the stretch with so much little time left.
Yeah, as I saw earlier in the game, the Scouts got 5 points off them because they got lazy with their rebounding. So let's see if they're able to fix that here when the game is on the line. Mordini shoots his second free throw. Bounces off the rim. They try rebounding, but number 10, Sean Strouder, was able to rebound. He gives it to Pittman. Pittman breaks down the court, is fouled on his way down.
Yeah, but foul to give there. Still got 2 more to give before they enter the bonus here.
So they have some breezer here, but they got to get the ball away from Pittman here.
Subs are coming in for the Scouts. I wonder if this is more for defensive purposes on this possession, as both teams still do have 2 timeouts to go.
I think it's to give Mordini a breezer, as he's been playing all game. They probably won't give him a short break before they need him the most in the last minute of the game.
Yeah, you're going to foul again. I actually believe they're trying to avoid foul trouble. They're bringing these guys to foul. Trying to save as much clock as possible, because if they get to a point where they need to get in the bonus, the Grizzlies can take as much time as they want off the clock, and that's be crucial down the stretch. So I think they're just bringing in these guys to pick up the fouls so none of these guys foul out.
Yeah, it seems like you're right, as both Pinnock and Mordini is back in the game.
Smart coaching decision right there.
Yeah. Schuyler passes it to McGovern. McGovern back to Pittman. Mordini trying to play tight coverage on Pittman here, but doesn't want to give up the layup. Gonna give it to McGovern. McGovern has nowhere to do with the ball. Goes around, gives it to Schuyler. Schuyler just looking for a way to go. Gives it to McGovern. McGovern, tight coverage by Pickett. Gives it to Pittman. Pittman walking around, letting the time go down a little bit. 9 seconds on the shot clock here. He drives down for a layup. Goes up for a layup. Overshoots it. Is rebounded by McGovern, so they will get 20 more seconds to shoot. Irving Jr. passes it. Tries giving it to Oka Wade, but it gets stolen by Elliott. Given to Pinnock. Pinnock loses the ball. Gives it to Mordini. Mordini. Get back to Pickett. They need to shoot 3 here, tie it up. And I think a foul's called or something. It kind of just, or a timeout is called. Yeah, they have a minute timeout here.
Yeah, Scouts look a little bit out of control here. Only 1 second separating game clock and shot clock. So for now, for this Scouts team, you really got to drop something good here. There's still plenty of time. You try to get a quick 2 here, or you can go for a 3 for the tie here.
Yeah, they could draw this game to overtime depending on how they want to use their shot clock.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Peter. If I'm the Scouts, I'm going for the quick 2. Their 3-point shooting hasn't been great today. There's still so much time in this clock. If you can get one within 10 seconds, that still leaves around 15 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they draw up after a timeout, as we'll take a break for the remainder of the timeout. You're watching on York Sports Network. We are back as both teams are breaking out of their huddle. 27.3 seconds. Scouts are down 3. They have the ball here with 26 seconds left in the shot clock. What do you expect to see from them?
I'm going to be honest with you, Peter. If I'm them, I'm taking the quick 2. I'm getting to the hoop and getting this quick basket, but we'll see if they go for the big 3.
We'll see as Hayes has the ball. He's been trying to shoot the threes all game. Back to Mordini, back to Hayes. He might be trying to go for his 3 here because they seem to stay on the perimeter. Mordini trying to do something here. Is tight coverage, gets around. Has it down there, gets a 2. 8 seconds left in the game. They're down by 1. They need a steal here or foul them out. Hope they miss both free throws.
Yeah, they get to a 1-point game. Still plenty of time left with 8 seconds. Took a little longer than you like, but able to find the easy bucket and get it to a 1-point game. Obviously now Walter Payton has to hit their free throws down the stretch here. No matter what, it's still going to be a 1-possession game. But for the Grizzlies, you can consider fouling and sending them to the free throw line to make sure they don't get that 3 opportunity if you make both free throws. And the Scouts still have to give 2 more fouls to get them to the free throw line, so that will take some time off. They actually did just add 0.4 seconds, so it'll be 8.4 seconds to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they have some different personnel in just to get those fouls out there so they can keep their star players in. But with that, we'll have to wait and see what they draw up, as we'll take a step aside for the remainder of the timeout here. We are back. Most teams leaving their huddle now. 8.4 seconds. Scouts down by 1. Grizzlies have the ball here. All they need to do is hold it for 8 seconds and they win the game.
Got to be careful here. Can't turn this one over if you're the Grizzlies.
Yeah, we see a full press here by the Scouts. And they will foul immediately on Pittman, keeping the ball down here. They have 1 more foul before they give them 2 free throws. Irving Jr. will be inbounding the ball here. We'll see how they'll respond with the full press by the Scouts. Pittman open under him. Gives it to Pittman. It is fouled again by Pinnock this time. They are now getting 2 free throws here.
Yeah, and Pittman's the guy you want at the line. There's 6.7 seconds left.
You know, I think he's also the guy they trust with a free throw here.
Yeah, they did everything in their power to make sure to get it to Pittman, and obviously the Scouts didn't want anybody else running loose and killing more time off this clock.
Yeah, best case for the Scouts, he missed both of them, so they can win with the 2. First shot is in. Now 2 points to tie up the game for the Scouts.
So a huge free throw here, Peter. If they can get this last one, they make it a 3-point game. They could foul if they want to, but if they don't, they have to play it out.
Yeah. We'll see. Game on the line here. Pittman lining up his next shot. It is up and good. The Grizzlies lead by 3 here. A 3 ties up the game. Anything short, the Scouts lose here. 2 seconds. 3 is shot. Bounces off the rim. Try pushing it back in, but the game's over. Final score 49-46. Grizzlies win.
Yeah, and the Scouts had the shot there. They just couldn't get it to go. It was a great look, but at the end of the day, the Grizzlies escape after a late scare.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, the Grizzlies there started the half. They lost all momentum and feel they had for the game. But in the fourth quarter, they were able to recuperate and just keep that momentum going. We'll have a post-game interview with number 2 of the Grizzlies, Pittman, as he scored 22 points this game. Stay tuned for that.